Hello friends, my name is Vikas.
So friends, in this video we will be discussing some of the important information related to Tokyo Olympic Games of 2020. This video will be very helpful to you, so do watch the video till the end. So friends, we have an app by the name Carriers Clouds which you can go and download using the Play Store. Once you have downloaded it, you have to log in with your Gmail ID. And once you are logged in, you will be able to toggle between the individual courses. You can see various courses offered by us. In those courses, we provide you PDFs on daily basis, weekly basis as well as monthly basis. On daily basis, we will be providing you with 20 questions quizzes daily along with the 20 questions of that particular day current affairs. Similarly, the compiled quiz of 50 questions will be provided to you on weekly basis along with the compiled important current affairs of that particular week, and same goes for your monthly PDF. These courses are very important. They are highly important as they are prepared by the various teachers that help you to prepare as well as to give you the command over that particular subject. These course you can share we provide for banking awareness. We provide you with multiple questions, multiple informations regarding that particular exam. Not just that, we provide you with topic wise current affairs also. Topics such as apps and web applications, important days, books and authors, national affairs, international affairs, all right, science and tech, defense, satellites, and anything you need to know about the general awareness and current affairs, we provide you with that matter. So these will be very helpful to you. Go and check out our courses that are provided on the app. If you want to avail the 10% offered by us, you can use the code VIKAS10 and you will be getting a straight 10% discount on the purchase that you make. So friends, go hurry up, and it is an opportunity for all the aspirants. So friends, it's an opportunity for all the aspirants to go and avail this offer. So friends, we have started with a new initiative, that is your infographics. Infographics is your interactive PDFs. As you can see here, you can find these infographics in your application of Carriers Cloud. Once you have logged in and you have purchased the course, you will be able to see the section here, special current affairs. On clicking the special current affairs, you will be directed and you will be seeing some more information there. Then you have to move towards the learn from picture. This is the portion where you will be able to get your interactive infographics. These are the interactive PDFs, all right. So this is in our course of Carriers Cloud application. Do check that out. They will be very helpful to you. This is an interesting way of learning, a new way of learning. Stay tuned with us, all right. So friends, let's start with our session. It will be a very important session. In this we'll be covering most of the important current affairs related to Tokyo Olympic Games for the year 2020, and this will be a very helpful video for you all preparing for the government exams. All right, as we know, recently Tokyo hosted the Olympic Games for the year 2020. It was hosted in the year 2021 due to the pandemic going on. Coming back, it was the 32nd edition of the Tokyo Olympic, or it was the 32nd edition of the Olympic Games that we saw in Tokyo. All right, remember, Tokyo was the first Asian city to host the Summer Olympics for the second time. It hosted Tokyo Olympics. It hosted the Olympics for the second time. Earlier, it was hosted in 1964, and now in 2020, Tokyo hosted the second Olympic Games in the year for the year 2020, but due to pandemic, it took place in 2021. Coming now to the Olympic motto. What was the motto for the Olympic Games? Faster, higher, stronger together. This was the motto for the Olympic Games. Highly important. Do take a note of this. I repeat, faster, higher, stronger together. This is the motto for the Tokyo Olympic Games. Now, who was the president of the Tokyo Olympic Games Organizing Committee? Tokyo Olympic Games Organizing Committee's president. He was Shigeaki Hashimoto. Shigeaki Hashimoto was the president of the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games Organizing Committee. All right, so this was a brief about it. Now let's look at what was the opening ceremony's concept of this Tokyo Olympic Games. Remember, the concept was united by emotion for the opening ceremony. All right, when we start the games, there is a generally an opening ceremony. So the concept of it was united by emotions. This was the concept. Now we all know there is a torch that is lit before this games. So Japanese tennis player Naomi Osaka was the torch bearer for the Olympic Games. Question will be asked, who was the torch bearer for the Tokyo Olympic Games? She was Naomi Osaka and she's a tennis player, and from which country she belongs to? She belongs from Japan. All right, this is about your opening ceremony. All right, I repeat, 2020's Olympic torch also represents, remember, cherry blossom. Cherry blossom of Japan. This is what represents the torch of Olympic. Opening ceremony's concept was united by emotion, and the torch bearer for the opening ceremony was Naomi Osaka. Now there is an opening ceremony, then definitely there will be a closing ceremony also. So the closing ceremony's concept was worlds we share. For opening ceremony, united by emotion, and for the closing ceremony, the concept was world we share. All right, now as we saw, who was the torch bearer? Naomi Osaka was the torch bearer. But at the end of the games, during the closing ceremony, the Olympic flag was passed to Paris, which will host the 2024 Olympic game. So at the end of the closing ceremony, the flag is transferred to the country that will host the coming Olympic games. So in year 2024, which country will be hosting the Olympic games? It will be your Paris, France. Alright, 2024 Olympic Games will be hosted by France. Now one more question is asked, that who became the second recipient? Who became the second recipient of Olympic Laurel Award? Who became the second recipient of Olympic Laurel Award? He was from Bangladesh and the name is Muhammad Yunus. He is from Bangladesh and he became the second Olympic Laurel Award winner. Alright, or second recipient of Olympic Laurel Award, Muhammad Yunus. Moving on. Let's talk about in the International Olympic Committee, that is also known as by the name IOC. As you can see, here is the logo of the Olympic Games. These 5 rings. We will talk about them in coming video. But first look at is the International Olympic Committee. Who founded the International Olympic Committee? Remember, it was jointly founded by Pierre de Coubertin of France and Demetrios Vikelas of Greece. Repeat the name, Pierre de Coubertin of France and Demetrios Vikelas of Greece. They together founded the International Olympic Committee on 23rd June 1894, and the location where this was founded is Paris, France. In Paris, France, this International Olympic Committee was founded jointly by Pierre de Coubertin of France and Demetrios Vikelas of Greece on 23rd of June 1894. Important information. Next, as we saw, there are 5 rings in your Olympic flag. The flag is made up of 5 interlocked rings of equal dimensions and made up of 6 colors. You will be saying, sir, there are just 5 colors, but you should know there is a, like, this is the flag and this is the color also. This is the white color here. All right, remember the flag background is your white color and then there are rest 5 colors, so total of 6 colors. Flag background white color, top 3 rings blue, black, red, and below rings are yellow and green, that are the bottom rings. Now what does they signify? They signify the 5 continents. Blue is for Europe, black is for Africa, red is for America, yellow is for Asia, and green is for Oceania. Very important information. All right, remember this, highly important. This can be asked in your exams. So these rings, these 5 rings, what does they represent? It represents the unity among the 5 continents of the world, such as your black is for Africa, blue for Europe, red for America, yellow for Asia, and green for Oceania. All right, apart from this, there was one more question that you need to know. Who is known as the father of modern Olympics? Who is known as the father of modern Olympics? Pierre de Coubertin. Pierre de Coubertin of France is known as the father of modern Olympics. Remember this. Coming back, as we saw, Olympic flag contains 6 colors. White is background and the 5 are other the rings. And these 5 rings, what does they signify? They signify the unity among all the 5 continents of the earth. Now let's look at some important points regarding Olympic medals. As we know, the winner or the first position receives your gold medal, second position silver, and third position receives bronze medal. Then remember, each of the medal, be it gold, silver or bronze, will have a diameter of 85 millimeter. Alright, then if we are talking about gold medal, remember they are made up of 92.5% silver with minimum 6 gram of gold. This gold medal will be made up of 92.5% of silver and 6 grams of gold coated over it. Alright, and it will have an approximate weight of 556 grams. Coming to the silver medal. Silver medal, they are purely made up of silver. Purely silver. But gold is 92.5% silver and 6% is your gold. So purely silver, this will have an approx weight of around 550 grams. If we are talking about bronze medal, they are made up of red brass. They are made up of red brass, and this brass is a mixture of, as we know, if you have studied in GS, brass is a mixture of copper and zinc. So here copper contains 95% and zinc is about 5% in bronze, and this will have a weight of around 450 grams. So coming back, gold will be of 556 gram and it will contain 92.5% silver. Silver medal will be purely silver and bronze will be made up of red brass, and brass is made up of copper and zinc. Copper will be 95% and zinc will be only 5%. Alright, so this is related to your medals now. Highly important. Next you should know that Russian team was represented under the name ROC, that is your Russian Olympic Committee, as Russia was banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency, that is also known as WADA. So question can be asked, recently WADA banned which country to take part from Olympics? So it was your Russian country or Russia that was banned, or Russian Olympic Committee was banned under the name of ROC, was banned to take part in Olympic Games, and they are banned to participate in any of the sporting events for 4 years till the year 2022. So the year 2022 Russian team will not be taking part in any of the Olympic Games due to doping. What is doping? Doping is taking drugs that are not authorized by the Olympic committees. Alright, means the rules and guidelines which are mentioned in the booklet of the Olympic Games, in that using of any drugs that will enhance your performance are banned. So due to which Russian team was banned by WADA. WADA stands for World Anti-Doping Agency. Next, remember about events. 4 new sports were introduced. First was your karate, surfing, skateboarding and sport climbing. These new 4 sports were added during this Tokyo Olympic Games of 2020. Highly important, mark this. Alright. Apart from this, sport reintroduced baseball and softball. It was reintroduced in this, and a total of 34 new events were added in the 2020 Olympic Games. How many new events were added? 34 new events were added. Then if we talk about Olympic torch, as we saw, who held the torch during the opening ceremony? Naomi Osaka held it. Then Olympic torch was first introduced in 1928 in Amsterdam Games. In Amsterdam Games, this torch was introduced for the first time in 1928. Alright, and it was inspired from the ancient Greek paintings. This Olympic torch was inspired by the ancient Greek paintings. Alright, then who was the first Olympic torch bearer? Konstantin Kondelis. He was the first torch bearer in the history. Alright, first torchbearer. So coming back, Olympic torch was first introduced in 1928 Amsterdam Games. It was inspired by the ancient Greek painting, and Konstantin Kondlis was the first person to hold the Olympic torchbearer. And this year in 2020, or you can say in the Tokyo Olympic Games of 2020, Naomi Osaka was the person who was the Olympic torch bearer. Next, see, if we talk about India, you should know these are the person who won the medals in the Tokyo Olympic Games. Neeraj Chopra was the person who won the only gold medal for India in the athletics, and in the event of athletics it was your javelin throw. We will be discussing all of them one by one. So just remember, second was Mirabai Chanu. She is related to weightlifting. She participated in the women's 49 kg category and she won silver medal. Third is your Ravi Dhaiya. Ravi Kumar Dhaiya is related to wrestling, participated in the freestyle 57 kg category and won silver medal. PV Sindhu related to badminton, participated in women's singles, won bronze medal. Lovelina Borgen related to boxing, participated in 64 to 69 kg category and won bronze. Same for men's hockey team. They won the bronze medal. And our last is your Bajrang Punia. He is related to wrestling and he participated in men's freestyle 65 kg category and won bronze medal. Alright, so this is related to India. Can you tell me how many participants were there from India? Total number of participants, total events that India participated in, and one more thing, total medals. I'll tell you the total medals. How many total medals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can read it. 7 medals won by India in the Tokyo Olympic Games. So how many? 7 medals, 1 gold, 2 silver and 4 bronze. Alright. Now, let's look at about things related to Neeraj Chopra. Highly important because he is the only person who won the gold medal for India. He is related to Haryana. Question can be asked. He is related to which sport or which state he is related to, or he belongs from Haryana. What was the distance that he threw his javelin to won the gold medal? It was 87.58 meter. Alright, 87.58 meter. He is related to which event? He won the gold medal in javelin throw. If javelin throw is not mentioned, athletics would be mentioned. Alright, now as we see, 87.58 fetched him gold medal. Alright, who won the silver medal and bronze medal? They are not that important to remember. Just remember the gold medal won by Neeraj Chopra. Apart from this, to honor his victory, Athletics Federation of India announced to celebrate 7th of August as the National Javelin Throw Day. Highly important question. 7th of August has been announced by the Athletics Federation of India to be celebrated as National Javelin Throw Day, as to remember that Neeraj Chopra won gold medal for India in the Tokyo Olympic Games. Alright, then remember, Neeraj Chopra is the second Indian to win an individual Olympic Games. Alright, gold medal in the individual Olympic Games. So who was the first person? He was Abhinav Bindra. He won the gold medal in the individual category during the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games in the 10-meter air rifle category. He was related to, Abhinav Bindra is related to shooting, and he won the gold medal in 2008 in the individual category. And Neeraj Chopra became the second person from Haryana, or second person from India to win gold medal in the individual category, and he belongs from Haryana, and he won it in javelin throw. Now the question can be asked is, who is the coach, or who was the coach for Neeraj Chopra during this game? Uwe Horn. He is from Germany and he was the coach of Neeraj Chopra. Remember, Uwe Horn also holds the record for the longest javelin throw of 104.8 meter. It is a world record for the longest javelin throw, which was of Uwe Horn, who was the coach of the Neeraj Chopra. Highly important question. Alright, another thing you need to know, Neeraj Chopra was also awarded with Arjuna Award in 2018. Alright, Apart from this, remember, Neeraj Chopra is in the fourth position in the world ranking of javelin throw. All right, first position is held by Jonas Vetter of Germany, and fourth position is of Neeraj Chopra. Apart from this, as we know, August 7 is your National Javelin Throw Day, and there was an Army Sports Institute at Pune. Army Sports Institute at Pune that was renamed to Neeraj Chopra Stadium. Alright, Defense Ministry has renamed the Army Sport Institute at Pune as the Neeraj Chopra Stadium. So these are all the information related to Neeraj Chopra that you should know. Next we'll be talking about Mirabai Chanu. Highly important. Mirabai Chanu is related to which sport? She is related to weight lifting. She is from which state? She hails from Manipur. She won which medal? She won silver medal. And she lifted a total of 202 kgs. Remember this also. Alright. Who was the coach of Mirabai Chanu? He was Vijay Sharma. Another important thing you should know. Alright. Who was the coach of Mirabai Chanu? He was Vijay Sharma. She won silver medal. A total weight lifted by her was 202 kg. She is related to weightlifting, and she belongs from which country or which state? She belongs from Manipur. Alright, and remember the type of weightlifting, if asked, the chances are less, but if asked, it will be clean and jerk. Clean and jerk, the snatch category in which she won the silver medal. Alright. Remember, Mirabai Chanu was awarded with Rajiv Gandhi, Khel Ratan and Padma Shri in 2018. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratan Award and Padma Shri in 2018 was awarded to Mirabai Chanu, as you can see here in the picture. Next we will be talking about PV Sindhu. PV Sindhu is related to which sport? As you can see, a shuttle and a badminton racket, so is related to badminton. She belongs from which state? She belongs from Telangana. She won which medal? She won bronze medal in the women's badminton, and she defeated the China in the finals. Oh, she was defeated by the China. Alright, and so she won the bronze medals. Gold medal was won by Shen Yufei of China. Just remember the gold medal. Bronze was won by PV Sindhu. Alright, then she is the first Indian woman and second Indian after Sushil Kumar to win back-to-back Olympic medals. Second Indian to win back-to-back Olympic medals, because in 2020, as we saw, she won for Tokyo Olympics 2020, she won bronze medal, but in Rio Olympic Games of 2016 she won silver medal. All right. Similarly, Sushil Kumar was the first Indian. Sushil Kumar is related to your wrestling, and he was the first Indian to win 2 Olympic medals by winning bronze at 2008 Olympic Games and silver at 2012 London Olympic Games. Alright. Then why we are saying she was the first Indian woman to win? Because Saina Nehwal was the first Indian to win a badminton medal at the Olympics when she finished with a bronze medal in 2008. Coming back. Alright. Saina Nehwal has won just one time. She is the first woman to win medal in the Olympic Games twice back to back. Then let's look at the rank of PV Sindhu in the world. She is standing at 7th position. First position is held by Tai Tzu Ying of Taiwan. Second is with Shen Yufei, who won the gold medal, China, and 19th Saina Nehwal of India. Saina Nehwal, she is also related to badminton. If we talk about Badminton World Federation, it was established in 1934. Headquarters is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and the president is Paul Eric Hoyer. Similarly, if we talk about the Badminton Association of India, president is Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, founded in 1940, and the headquarters is in New Delhi. All right. Next Next, we'll be talking about Lovelina Borgen. Very important. She is like this question. I'm telling you, among all these, Lovelina Borgen, the question related to her is being asked because she is related to which state? Assam. And I have told you multiple times, questions related to Assam states are very important and they are one of the most important questions of the examiner. So, Lovelina Borgen, she is from which state? She is from Assam. She won which medal? She won bronze medal in the women's welterweight category. All right, welterweight category of 64 to 69 kgs. And she is related to which sport? She is related to boxing, not weightlifting. She is related to boxing. All right. Lovelina Borgen is the second Indian women boxer and third boxer overall to win an Olympic medal. Vijendra Singh won bronze medal in 2008, is the first Indian boxer to win Olympic medal. Then Mary Kom won bronze medal in 2012 and she became the first Indian women boxer and second Indian boxer to win an Olympic medal. Alright, I repeat. So who was the first Indian to win bronze any Olympic medal in the Olympic Games? Was Vijendra Singh in 2008. First Indian women, if we are talking, she was Mary Kom. And Lovelina Borgen, she is from Assam, to won bronze medal in boxing. In 2020, Lovelina Borgen was awarded with Arjuna Award. Arjuna Award for boxing. Alright. So she is Lovelina Borgen. Remember, she won bronze medal. She is from Assam and she was also awarded with Arjuna Award in 2020. If we talk about Boxing Federation of India, President is Ajay Singh. Headquarter is in Gurugram, Haryana. And if we are talking about AIBA, that is International Boxing Association, remember its name has been changed to IBA, that is your International Boxing Association. President is Umar Kemblov and the headquarter is located in Lausanne, Switzerland. Alright, then remember some important terms I want to share related to boxing, such as standing 8 count. Question can be asked that this particular term is related to which sport? Standing 8 count, weaving, clinch, break, bout, knockout, alright, uppercut, then hook, cross, jab. They are all related to your boxing, these terms. Alright, mark this, question can be asked. Next we'll be talking about a very important player who won silver medal for India in the which event? He won the silver medal in freestyle wrestling. Or just remember in which sport he won the gold silver medal for India? It was wrestling. From which state does he belong? He belongs from Haryana. Alright, and he won silver medal for India in the Tokyo Olympic Games. He was in the freestyle wrestling category of 57 kgs. Then Ravi Dahiya became the second Indian wrestler to win the Olympic silver medal. Alright, who was the first? He was Sushil Kumar and he was also the first Indian to win back-to-back medals in wrestling. Alright, so Ravi Kumar Dahiya, he is from Haryana. He won silver medal in freestyle wrestling. He participated in 57 kg category and he became the second Indian to win the Olympic silver medal. If we look at some of the wrestling rules, in Olympics, each wrestling match is divided into two parts of 3 minutes each. Two parts of 3 minutes each with a 30-second break between them. The match is conducted on a mat of 9 meters in diameter. Question can be asked, the mat on which the wrestling is conducted is in diameter in how much? So the 9 meter is the diameter of that particular mat. Athletes are awarded points between 1 to 5 for each move based on the difficulty level. So this is your wrestling. Next, similar to wrestling, remember another important player, he is Bajrang Punia. He is related to which sport? He is relating to wrestling. He is from which state? He is from Haryana. Alright, he won which medal? He won bronze medal in the 65 kg category. 65 kg category. All right. In free wrestling, he won the bronze medal, and he defeated which country in the finals for winning the bronze medal? He defeated Kazakhstan. Then just remember 2 to 3 terms related to wrestling such as dawai, cradle, bridge, takedown. These are all related to your wrestling, these terms. Then Indian wrestlers at Olympics. Let's look at it. First Indian individual Olympic medal after independence was won by KD Jadhav at 1952 Helsinki Olympic Games, where he won bronze medal in the men's 57 kg freestyle event. Mark this. Who was the first Indian after independence to win medal in Olympic Games in the wrestling? He was KD Jadhav in 1952 Helsinki Olympic Games. He won bronze medal. Then Sakshi Malik was the first Indian female wrestler to win Olympic medal after winning the bronze medal in the women's 58 kg freestyle event at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. So who was the first female wrestler to win the Olympic medal? She was Sakshi Malik, and she won in the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Next is your Sushil Kumar, is also the first Indian to win two individual Olympic medals, bronze in 2018 and silver in 2012 London Olympic Games. We just saw that. Also remember another important player, Yogeshwar Dutt, who has also won bronze medal at the 2012 London Olympic Games in the men's 60 kg freestyle wrestling. Alright, so first individual to win gold medal in the wrestling was KD Jadhav at 1952 Helsinki Olympic Games, and he won bronze medal. And first women to win the medal, and that to the bronze medal in the wrestling from India, was Sakshi Malik, and she won it in 2016 Rio Olympic Games. Alright, next we'll be talking about hockey. As we know, India's 18-member men's hockey team has won bronze medal in the Tokyo Olympics 2020 after defeating Germany. So Indian team defeated which country in the finals to win the men's bronze medal? It was your Germany, and hockey team has won, remember, which medal? Bronze. Gold was won by Belgium, silver was won by Australia. If we are talking about men's hockey team, who is the captain? Manpreet Singh is the captain. Who is the goalkeeper? PR Srijesh is the captain, goalkeeper. And if we are talking about the head coach, Graham Reid of Australia, he is the head coach of India's men hockey team. Alright, and if we are talking about cricket, who is the head coach now? Rahul Dravid will be the head coach of India's men cricket team. And who is the head coach of India's men hockey team? Graham Reid. Captain is Manpreet Singh. If we are talking about the men's ranking, India is at third position in world. First is by Belgium, second Australia, third Netherlands. And if we are talking about women's hockey team is at 8th position in the world. First is Netherlands, second England, and third Argentina. Next, if we look at hockey and India, hockey was first introduced in the 1908 Olympic Games, first introduced in 1908 Olympic Games, and India participated in all the games since its first appearance in 1928. So India first participated in Olympic Games was in 1928. Question can be asked, when did India first participate in Olympic Games? In 1928. Another highly important thing you need to remember here is that sometimes hockey is referred to as India's national sport, but India does not have an official network sport. So there is no official national sport of India, but sometimes we refer it to India's national sport, but you should know there is no official national sport of India. India's highest sporting honor, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratan Award, has been renamed to Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratan Award to honor the three-time Olympic gold winning hockey player Major Dhyan Chand. So in whose memory was Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratan Award been renamed? This award was renamed in the memory of Major Dhyan Chand, who was a three-time Olympic gold hockey player. In India, 29th August is celebrated as National Sports Day, marking the birth anniversary of Major Dhyan Chand. So National Sports Day is observed on 29th of August. Next, India at Olympics. As we saw, when did India participate for the first time? In 1928. Then the Indian side participants, there were a total of, I asked you this question, how many athletes participated in the Olympic Games of 2020? 126 athletes, 70 men and 56 women participated it, and in the 18 sporting events. And how many events did they participate in the 18 sporting events for 85 medal events in Tokyo Olympics of 2020? And remember, this was the highest participation ever in an Olympic game from Indian side. So how many participants? 126. And how many sporting events? 18 sporting events, and they were competing for 85 medals. For Indian side, who was the flag bearer for the opening ceremony? Remember, Mary Kom, who is, which sport she is related to? Boxing. She was the flag bearer of the opening ceremony along with Manpreet Singh of hockey. And for the closing ceremony, Bajrang Punia was the flag bearer for India. Alright, when there is an opening and closing ceremony, all the team members walk along the stadium where the ceremony is being conducted. So there is, from each country there is are persons who will hold their flags and show that we belong from this particular country. It is a sign of a gesture and a respect. So for opening ceremony, Mary Kom and Manpreet Singh, and for closing ceremony, Bajrang Punia were the Indian flag bearers. Alright, moving on. Who was the first Indian judge in Olympic now? In Tokyo Olympics 2020, who was the first time appointed as the judge in Olympics? He was Deepak Kabra, and for which event? Men's artistic gymnastic event. Deepak Kabra was appointed as the judge for the first time. Then remember, fencing. C.A. Bhavani Devi of Tamil Nadu became the first Indian fencer to participate in Olympic Games. Question will be asked, who was the first fencer from India? She was C.A. Bhavani Devi. She is from which state? She is from Tamil Nadu. For which sport did she participate for the first time? Fencing. Similarly, remember, for swimming, Sajan Prakash and Srihari Natraj, they became the first Indian swimmers to qualify for the Olympic Games. For swimming, Sajan Prakash and Srihari Natraj, and for fencing, C.A. Bhavani Devi of Tamil Nadu became the first ever Indians to participate in Olympic Games. Next, Indian Olympic Association was formed in 1927 with Dorabji Tata as the founding president. Dorabji Tata was the founding president of the Indian Olympic Association that was founded in 1927. President Narminder Dhruv Batra, he was a state level hockey player from Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, who is the president of Indian Olympic Association? Narendra Dhruv Batra, and he was the state level hockey player from Jammu and Kashmir. Next, as we told, a total as of now, till now, India has won how many medals till date, till 2020 games? A total of 35 medals has been won by India in the total history of Olympic Games. There are 10 golds, 9 silver and 16 bronze medals won by India, a total in the history till now. We have seen this data. Once again, we will revise. Neeraj Chopra won gold. Mirabai Chanu silver, she is related to weightlifting. Ravi Kumar Daya weightlifting silver. PV Sindhu badminton bronze. Lovelina Borgen boxing bronze. Men's hockey team bronze. Bajrang Punia wrestling bronze. Next we'll be looking at some of the world records. In swimming, women's 200-meter breaststroke, Tatjana Shoemaker of South Africa won gold by setting the women's swimming world record timing of 2 minutes and 18.95 seconds. Remember, highly important. Alright. Then in men's 400-meter hurdles, Karsten Warholm, I repeat, Karsten Warholm of Norway clocked 45.94 seconds to break the world record timing to win the gold medal. This is of men's racing, that is 400-meter hurdles. Then comes your triple jump. Yulimar Rogers of Venezuela won the gold medal after breaking a world record of jump of 15.67 meter. Alright, so what is the world record of long jump now or triple jump now? It is 15.6 meter. Triple jump is like you will come running one jump, second jump, and in third jump you will be decided, and this total distance will be calculated. So the world record for this was 15.67 meter of Yulimar Rogers of Venezuela. Next you should know who was the youngest medalist. Momiji Nishida of Japan. I repeat, Momiji Nishida of Japan, 13 years of old, became the youngest gold medalist when she won the women's skateboarding event, and the oldest was Dorothy Schrinder of Germany, or who is 52 years of age and became the oldest gold medal to win Tokyo Olympic Games medal, where she won the gold in equestrian women team dressage. Alright, so oldest medalist is Dorothy Schrinder and the youngest medalist is Momiji Nishia. Next, look at some of the Olympic records. United States of America is the leading country in the hosting most Olympic Games. That is 8 Olympic Games, including the 4 Summer Olympic Games and 4 Winter Olympic Games. So till now, USA has hosted the most number of Olympic Games, that are 8, 4 Winter and 4 Summer. London holds the record for hosting the most number of Summer Olympic Games, that is 3 Olympic Games. So the state or the country that hosted the most Olympic Games is your USA. And remember, city London hosted the most number of Summer Olympic Games, that is 3 in 1908, 1948 and 2012. Alright friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of video, do tell us, do comment below, and we will be bringing such type of videos in different topics. Alright, that will help you to boost your preparation. See, you can see the same content and the preparation in a better way, and more information will be provided to you in our infographics PDF that you can go and check out on our app. Alright, so in order to get more such videos, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video and do comment.
तो फ्रेंड्स, ये थी हमारी वीडियो। अगर आपको आज हमारी वीडियो से कुछ ना कुछ सीखने को मिला है तो जल्दी से जाइए और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दें और इस वीडियो को लाइक कर दें। और फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको हमारे कंटेंट से रिलेटेड या फिर हमारी कोई ऐप से इशू आ रहा है, कोई भी आपको प्रॉब्लम है, तो आप हमारी जीमेल आईडी जो कि है support@affairscloud.com या फिर हमारा नंबर 9677333862 पर कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हैं एंड हमारी टीम जल्दी से जल्दी आपके इशू को रिजॉल्व करने में आपकी सहायता करेगी। सो टेक केयर।